Hello and welcome to a new episode of KiwiLife. Today we're going to work on the farm tower again. Because 2 episodes ago we started this and we haven't finished it and it looks awful. So it's time to make this look pretty, build some more farms. And I think the best way to do this is just to start with the bottom and make that look pretty and nice. And then we can start working on the new layer. So let's start with the bottom. A lot of building and a full week later, I finished the first layer and I've also built the outside of the second and third layer. But I've decided to change the top and also add the sides. And now it's a bit of a tube, something like it. And now we have a bit of a picture out in the middle of some bubbles, because it's just a block of water inside there. And down here I've added some pillars or some grids, which is fine. And to get rid of all the mess down here, I've added some blue concrete with blue glass over it, so it kind of looks like water. And it stops here. But from a distance it looks quite nice. And now we also have these bridges going inside, so you can just walk in here and exit on all sides. There you'll have more water. And I've also built the outside for the other layers. I've not decorated the inside, but now I at least have a room to work with. So if you fly up here, see that there's not that much room, but we'll see what we can do. And on top there's the smallest room, but only in here will be only the kill chamber for the drowned, so we just have to decorate this a bit. So now it's time for some farms, and I have decided on 4 farms to put here, mostly because I don't know which other farms there are that are water related. So I have some turtle farm for turtle eggs and turtle scoots. Then we'll have a seagrass farm, a sea pickle farm, and a kelp farm. I will not need much of every item, but I think it's just nice to have it. And there are not really any more water related things. You have coral, but I don't think you can farm that. It doesn't look like it. Then you need to put it in a warm ocean, and this is not a warm ocean. So let's start with a floor, because I do want to raise the floor a little bit, so we have a staircase up, so that we can have some droppers and stuff, item streams going down to this pipe without having it floating through the air. So just have that underneath the floor. I've now put in a floor, so you just go up these stairs, go 2 blocks up, or 3 blocks up. Yeah, I have made 4 platforms for the farms, and I've centered or moved the water column for the ground a little bit, but it was in here, so because the tube still isn't centered. I'm not gonna center it inside this big thing, because why would I? You don't see it. But I just had to move the drowned chute. Now it's time to build the farms, and I will start with the kelp farm, because that's just one of the easier ones. Well, they're all easy, but I just want to do that one first. It will just require some pistons, an observer, and some redstone. Because we'll have some pistons, not immediately on the wall, but 1 block forward, and some observers the way, watching the kelp grow, and when the kelp grows it will go into redstone behind the pistons and trigger the pistons to push the kelp off into a water stream, and it will fall into a hole and go into the drop chute. I finished the kelp farm. It's not that big, maybe I'll add a second layer, but this is how the farm is going to look. It's a layer of sand, then the kelp, and then a couple of blocks above there's some pistons, and observer for each row of 5. So when that kelp grows, this whole row will be harvested. When this one grows, this row will be harvested. It's not much. I'll probably add a second layer, but it should do the job. Now it's time to add some enclosure for the turtles, because I have some turtle eggs. They need to hatch to get turtles up here, so that will take a while. So let's do that while we're building here. And I think we'll do the collection of the scutes with an alley, because otherwise I have a whole bunch of minecart things again which I don't like. So I think an alley is the best option. And I got a little pen for the turtles, so a little bit of water for them and a little of sand. And let's place down the 2 eggs. These should hatch. And I want to get an alley hooked to this fence post, so when they grow up, a scoot will drop and they will pick it up, and it will be targeted to this node block, which will occasionally make a note, and then it will drop it. Tries to drop it against the node block, it falls into the hopper and gets sent down the chute. So let's wait for them to hatch, and let's get, in the meantime, let's get an alley up here. Let's try and steal one of the allays from down there. And I don't know what the best way to do this is. Maybe that's just... wait, there's a scaffolding here. Let's open this up. I have a massive hole. Then we'll go down. Just break in the old-fashioned way. Ah. Don't spawn there. Let's free the allays. No, get down here. Not this again. Yes, let's go up again. We'll get some from above now. Oh, now they're down there. Come on. Okay, you go there. And you come with me. Please come in here. And look, you right there. And I'll take your ink. Thank you. So we now have an alley up here, and I destroyed the other eggs, so I had to get new ones. And one turtle is fully grown yet, and I gave the scute to the alley. But we have to wait for the other ones to hatch to see if it actually really works. But that's this one finished, and I've also worked on the interior in the meantime. As you can see, it's looking quite nice. I've also added a layer to the kelp farm, and I've added this middle bit. It's like a water stream fountain thing, which I'm quite happy with. And these 2 are the rooms for the next farms, and I'm going to work on the seagrass farm next, and to have the minecart going from this side to this side. And then over here we'll have the bone meal collection, or input, and then we can farm it over there. But let's build the farm. I have now finished the seagrass farm. It looks a bit weird, but I cannot do much about that. So you have a chest with some shears over here. You put the minecart, and you can just go fast. And then you just shear the seagrass. I found out that you need to bone meal a water block, not the block that's touching water. So I have to move the dispenser up. But this actually works quite well. And when you're done, you just pull the lever again and it switches off. Oh, oops. But all the secrets just slowly makes its way up there. And then flows over into... It flows up here, it flows into this water stream. And then down the hole into this middle. Let's look down here. Down here we have a small clock, so the lever goes down here and pushes the piston in here to create a clock. And then it goes up here into the dropper, then the dropper puts it in the dispenser, which also gets powered. And that's the whole circuit. Now it's time for the last farm, and I think this one is a bit most difficult. Because this is the sea pickle farm, as we need to put it on coral, I think. Otherwise it won't get multiplied. So it has to struggle to keeping the coral alive, but I will tinker with it and I'll find something. And the pig farm is now almost done. I just need a scepter there. But if I start the farm, you can see that the pistons move these two rows back and forth. And the dispenser bone meals the sea pickles, and then it places more sea pickles on these rows, which get popped off. And they float up. And they move the water stream in the back and fall down the hole. And that means that all the farms are done in this tower. Well, we can potentially build some more up here because there is some space, but I don't think there are more aquatic farms, so I think we'll do it with this. Now we only need to decorate the outside and the top interior, and I think we should start with the interior over here, because this is also an easy task. And I've now decorated or just cleaned up the space a bit. So now I have this pillar in the middle with the drowns. We can kill them. And we have this small tube. As for the rest, it's a bit empty, but I think this is the best. It's best to keep it like this, because we don't have a lot of things to decorate this with. If you have an idea on how to add something to these walls, please put it in the comments. But with this inside done, it's time to focus on the outside. So this over here, and over here I want to add some copper as like a the gears, but maybe it's a bit difficult with the scale. So maybe just some pipes and things. I'll just add some stuff and see what works. I just tinkered around a bit, and this is the design I've landed on. I will let it oxidize a bit and see how that looks, because it is a bit of a big contrast. But it's not that bad. I think maybe the next stage or the one after that will match better. And also because this one will also have a huge contrast. So maybe just having a little bit of a color difference is better. Because for this side, I'm thinking of adding like a turtle skewed pattern. So like hexagons or whatever the form of the skewed is, all over this thing. But first we need to test some colors, because I don't know what color is a nice color to use. So I will just gather all the cream blocks and see what looks best. I've now put some colors on here to test. So we have lime and green, wool, concrete and terracotta. And now we need to see what works best. And I think I want to go with the green wool and the green terracotta or the light terracotta. It's a little bit of a highlight. I think the other two are too dark and the lime is too much. I probably want to make them a little bit bigger. That's what I'm thinking. So let me take down the others and just make one side a little bit bigger. I've been working on it a little bit more and I think this is what we are going with. But since it looks quite nice, maybe we'll reduce this a little bit to this. That looks better. So do it like that. And I'll move it a little bit. So this is also covered. And then we can just fill the whole thing. So we have to, I'll just copy this across all sides. This pattern. I have now completed all sides of the building with the new pattern. And I think this works. So we have the bubbles, the cutes, and the copper, which is starting to age, not on this side. But here it is. And I'll just let it age for a while because I think this will look better. But we'll have to see. And that is the tower all done, I think. So with that, we only have to do the banners in here and then we're all done. And I've done some designing because these were a bit rare. So we now have a kelp banners for these chests. We have seagrass banners and they're slightly different size. That's because I thought we only needed one, so I did some testing which I liked, but to see which one I like better. Then I needed two, and I don't want to make another one. So now it's two different sizes, which also looks quite nice. And over here I have a sea pickle and a turtle for the turtles, scoots, and the sea pickles. And then that means we have all the banners over here. I've also added a nether portal, so you can travel a bit faster to this place. And if you go through, you can see I also decorated the small tunnel. So that's all the things hooked up and all the towers then completely finished. We just finished a project. But that also means, as the sun is setting, that it's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Like and subscribe if you did. Share your feedback. Would really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.